Hi there, it's Sandra, and I'm giggling to myself because I've just started recording and I fell over, so that was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Anyway, welcome. It's cold, it's wintry, I'm getting the last of the daylight while we still have, and I'm going to keep an eye on this very uneven floor. I'm walking through the wood, as you can probably see. There is a lot of trees over. You can see all the trees everywhere, tipped, and it's very lovely though to walk through the leaves, isn't it? Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about leading from the heart, leading with the heart, leading from that perspective. And it's a topic that is quite close to my heart. I think that we spend so much of our time, don't we, in our masculine energy and our sort of focus and our task and our structure, and we don't spend anywhere near enough time really connecting with what really matters to us, and how do we open ourselves up so that we can open up those that we work with. And I was working with a really great team last week, and we were talking about how do they become a great team, and from good to great, I think. And we were sharing some stuff about who we are and what's important to us and what has driven us in life and so on. And some of the stories that were shared were really powerful. And you know, I felt a much stronger and deeper connection, let alone the guys who work with each other really felt it. And there is something super powerful about when we can open up and be that bit vulnerable, actually, about what really matters to us. There is something just really super magical. And you will have heard, you know, great leaders talk about their passions, their aspirations, about what makes them tick. And when people truly open up and allow the energy to flow, for want of a better phrase, then somehow we are far more engaged, far more influenced and far more connected to them. You know, I noticed a shift in the room as people kind of physically sat forward more, because it was so powerful, the things that we were sharing. And leading from the heart is, you know, it's hard actually, because we are trained and conditioned, if you want, to think about leadership in being very structured and directive and clear and focused on outputs and so on, and we need that. But actually, if you can really start to open up your heart, you'll find you'll get far greater compassion, connection, and people who will really want to work for you and go the extra mile 100 times, as you will for them. And people were sort of saying, you know, well, how do you actually do it? And I wanted to share 7 days of the week. Now, this is if I can remember the 7 days of the week. So some simple practices for how you might start to lead your life from your heart. And it is about really being in love with yourself and sharing that love with one another. I lost a family relative last week, which really quite upset me, because she was an amazing human being, and she was all about sharing love, and I do use that word with intent, because she didn't have any judgment about other people, and she truly was an inspiration to me and will be very sorely missed. And I don't think in corporate we give enough to the power of showing up and caring about other people, and that's what we can do. And you probably need to build some self practices in first, hence the 7 days of the week. Okay, right, let me see if I can remember them all. And it comes from a really good book called Emotional Advantage, which I'll pop in the links actually. So the first one is Mindful Monday. Remember that one? So this is about how do you take the time and the space to connect to yourself and to connect with what matters. You might be a practitioner of mindfulness. It might be something that you get real value from, and it's the idea that we take time to be aware of what is happening around us at any point in time. So just noticing rather than thinking all the time ahead and what next, what problem. It's like stopping and pausing and being in the present moment, in every moment. So that's your Monday challenge. Tuesday, now what's Tuesday? Tuesday's Gratitude Tuesday. So Gratitude Tuesday is all about giving gratitude and being really thankful. So being thankful to others in your life, being thankful for all the great blessings you have in your life, and training your mind to be thankful and to be grateful for what you do have. Wednesday is all about, what's Wednesday? I want to say Wise Wednesday, and I think this is about learning and developing your wisdom and sharing some wisdom with other people. And how do you, again, tap into your infinite knowledge, not just always about your brain power, but tapping into that that stuff that we hold in us that makes us wise, sharing your perspective and so on. Thursday is Thoughtful Thursday, so this is when we are thoughtful about other people. So we are, maybe you might want to give some support to somebody, you might want to show your appreciation to somebody. There's a lovely little tip from Brendan Burchard's work. I'm a big fan of his actually, and he talks about every day you should think about who can I appreciate today. And for me, that's what Thoughtful Thursdays should be. Now, Fridays, the word I'm going to use is Fun Friday, because we need to have a day where we can just be in laughter. A friend of mine says to me that she has a good giggle every single day. And she said, if ever I'm triggered in a meeting or I'm feeling a bit low, I'll just nip on a quick YouTube video with one of her favourite comedians, listen to it for 5 minutes, and it shifts her energy completely. So again, there's something about, loving doesn't always mean serious. Being loving can be joyful, so how are you bringing that joy to your Friday? Saturday is all about what's Saturday about? Saturday's about connections, I think. There should be an S in there somewhere. And this is about, who are you connecting with? Who could you connect deeper with? And are you having those healthy connections with the right people around you? And the final one, Sunday, is of course Soulful Sunday. So there's one of our members in the WLA was just saying on a call this week that she has self-care Saturday or self-care Sunday. So she takes the day of the week where she is focused purely on what she wants to do that will help her be her best self. There you go. I didn't quite remember them all, but they're just some real simple things you can do to start to find that love in your heart and to live by that love in your heart, and lead by that way. If you start living it, you'll start leading it as well, and bringing that balance of, the stuff that we're really good at and that we need in business, but also bringing that connection, that collaboration, that empathy, that care, that compassion for others is so important. As you can see, I've stopped walking because I was trying to remember all the bits and pieces, and there's a big load of twigs and trees ahead of me, so I don't want to trip up. Anyway, I better shoot. It's been a bit long, this one. Wishing you a really wonderful weekend, and do reach out if I can help in any way. And I'm always really grateful to hear from you, really grateful for your comments, and please comment and like and subscribe. It really does help knowing that you enjoy receiving these little tips. All right, have a super week. Take care.